Hey guys, Operator Drewski here, and today we are going to be talking about the new PvP game mode coming to Recon Wildlands that is called Ghost War. This is a big update that's going to be coming around, I believe, the 21st in an open beta, and I don't know if they've released the actual completion date yet, but the open beta is coming 21st, and you don't even have to own the game to try it out, so just might as well suggest you guys try it out, because I'll be playing it as well. Ubisoft released a lot of info, including some of the classes that we're going to be using, and it's pretty interesting stuff. I see a lot of remembrance, a lot of, I guess, inspiration from Ghost Recon Future Soldier for sure, because that was, again, as I said in the last Ghost War video, one of my favorite multiplayer games I think I've ever played, and if it's anything like Future Soldier, then it's going to be a pretty fun multiplayer experience. So in different sources, there's been hints that there are 9 classes in total, and in other sources, there's been hints at 12 classes in total. Not exactly sure because both like are official sources, and I've seen 2 different words from both sources. I don't even know. But 6 of the classes in total that we are going to be able to use are actually available for us to check out today, so I'll be listing those guys off for you. The Point Man, he's a Marksman class. He can focus under fire. Basically, he's immune to suppression and flashbang grenades, which is a passive ability and a permanent ability. So it's not like he enables it for a certain amount of time. He'll never get suppressed. And let me just say that suppression, from the gameplay that I've looked at, is a huge factor in the PvP game mode. If you are behind an object and someone is suppressing you or suppressing around your area with a large LMG, or even if you have like the support guy suppressing you with a bigger LMG, you're going to be really blurred. Like, your vision is going to be blurry. You're not going to be able to see around that object, and so suppression is going to be a big part of this game. The Sniper has a high powerful rifle that can its target through just kidding, they fixed it. Has access to semi-auto high-powered sniper rifles that have the biggest damage output of all the Marksman classes. The ability is also passive and permanent. Yeah, because if you're a sniper, guess what you're gonna do? You're snipping and a bipping. The Scout, which is very reminiscent of Future Soldier, is a guy who has a scout drone that will detect enemy movement through a visual occlusion. I'm guessing that's like if they're hidden somehow, or if it's dark, or if it's like if the guy's in a bush, and will display their last known position. The ability works within a limited range. It is passive and permanent. There's also the second support class we have, which is the Artillery class. This guy has the ability to use his drone not to spot enemy positions, but to drop mortars on them. So he can actually mark a certain position, and 3 different mortar shells will drop into that one position and hopefully take the enemy out. So using him with something like a guy who's also got the standard drone like a Scout is going to be very useful, because you're going to be able to spot enemies and then drop mortars on them. Or with the next person called the Enforcer, he has a much stronger MMG compared to just the standard LMG, and this allows him to suppress people in a different way. You don't just like suppress them and blur their screen a little bit, but it also dazes them and makes them unable to even ADS, and also slows them down. So it's going to be pretty crippling to be suppressed by the Enforcer, and I'm wondering if you can get like an entire team full of enforcers, or if it's like kind of like a Rainbow Six Siege situation. So if one type of character is picked, then that person can't be picked again. You know what I'm talking about? Kind of like Overwatch, where you can't just have like 6 tracers all in one match. I feel like 4 enforcers on one team would be a little bit overpowered, a little bit overwhelming there. And this is an interesting character. This is the Tank. He instantly removes all active markers on his teammates and makes them immune to marking, but then marks himself. But he's also armored, so he takes a lot of hits to take down, and he's got an LMG to kind of excel at short to medium range engagements. And this guy is interesting because, I mean, he's armored up, he's ready to go, but he also marks himself. So it's kind of like a tank in an MMO sort of situation, where the main enemy, the boss that you're trying to kill, focuses on the tank and tries to do as much damage to the tank as possible, while the other guys around you are the really ones that are actually being the most dangerous. The tank is just there to take the hits, and I think that's what this one is for as well, is that he's armored up enough that he'll be able to take a few hits before he goes down, but I hope he's not too powerful, because I feel like some of these characters like the tank are going to be pretty hard to take down from, like, let's say a Scout, which has just an MP7. It's going to be pretty difficult, so hopefully there isn't that big of a difference, but hopefully it's balanced enough that we'll see good gameplay going on between these characters. So those are the characters that we'll be seeing in Ghost War PvP. I think that these are pretty interesting characters. They definitely resemble what I used to remember back in Ghost Recon Future Soldier, where the class system was like very, very good. It had the rifleman, the engineer, and then it had the scout or the recon. And that was a very, very good system where you had the engineer, who was like a more drone-y type person. He would use drones and electronics a lot. You had the scout, who would use his stealth and camouflage a lot, and you had the rifleman, which is just a beefy, tanky type of character, and also had the best weapons in the game. So pretty interesting stuff. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I will see you in the next one.